may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing to say it always keeps.
Hey, what is going on, guys? DBZ Sim here, coming at you with a new video. And today I'm going to be doing a full, complete coverage of everything in DLC Pack 2. Now I have almost everything, and the only thing I don't have is Pan as a Master. I've been searching all day, but that's nothing to worry about because I know all her moves in Z-Souls and everything. You know, all her moves are already in the game before she was a Master, so it's pretty easy. And yeah, I'll just show you guys real quick. All the moves there, all the moves there, all the moves there. Yep. I guess we'll start with clothing as the first option since everyone is really curious about the stats on the new clothing. To be quite honest, most of them are really disappointing. One of them is kind of intriguing to me. Let's go into bag and equipment since my character can't wear some of them. Alright, let's see here. Gogeta's clothing. As you can see, the stats just really aren't that good. You could wear well, I mean, there aren't any. I don't believe there's any armor with stats distributed like this, but still not very good. The ki goes down, the stamina goes down, all for a strike and ki blast buff. So, you know, maybe you could try out a build with that. Pan's clothing. Here you go again. Only 2 arrows, but yeah, not very good. I mean, I guess if you want to style your character, Gogeta's clothing, Pan's clothing, they look nice. Moving on, let's see what else we got here. Towa's clothing. Yeah, just look at the stats. -5 in health, -5 in ki, and a +5 in stamina. A lot of people were looking forward to this clothing because it looked really nice, but the stats are just disappointing to me. The stamina buff just is useless when you could wear armor like... Let me just go up here. You can wear something such as Bardock's clothing, Time Patrol clothing, Broly clothing, which gives a stamina buff and doesn't reduce your health or ki, and gives a basic attack and strike super buff. So the stats are just completely bad distributed, and yeah, it's kind of disappointing because it looks really cool. Alright, I believe we're missing Super 17 now, and Mira's clothing. Vegeta's clothing again. I think I have the full set of Towa's, and that's it for now. Mira's clothing. This was interesting to me. It has the same clothes as Beerus's, but of course it's a little bit easier to get as you can buy it from the store. Very expensive, or you could just camp it out. It's easier to camp than Beerus's clothes, but it has the same stats. And, you know, some people might say it looks nicer, others would say it wouldn't, but +5 basic attack, strike, and ki supers, and -5 in health and ki. Now, all those people who have been requesting a hybrid build, this is the perfect armor for it, and I'm probably going to be making one soon in the future, using this or Beerus's clothes. You know, same stats. But Mira's clothing, by the way, can only be worn by males and the Namekians and Frieza race. And Towa's clothing can only be worn by females, so female Earthling, female Saiyan, and female Majin. Alright, let me just find Super 17 here. Right there. Basically a completely downgraded version of Gogeta's clothing. Yeah. That's gonna be it for the clothing. You know, Mira's clothing is the only thing that kind of stood out to me stat-wise. Everything else is just poorly distributed. But yeah, let's get into the skills here. I already made presets with all the skills, and there are a lot of cool skills that I like to talk about here. Alright, here we go, guys. I decided to go with a local battle instead, so the computer wouldn't move around while I'm trying to show you guys these moves. And just got 2 controls set up here so I can do that. Choose someone with a lot of health. Pretty sure Frieza Dark Form has a lot of health. There we go. There's some very cool moves that came out with this DLC, and I'm definitely going to be using them in some of my builds, so I'll recommend you guys some stuff. Alright, got the Z-Cell on for max key. Alright, Burst Reflection, this is just a basic key attack, nothing really special here. Does some decent damage, I guess, not as much as other key supers. Burst attack, again, just like this kind of reminds me of Evil Whirlwind. Nah, not Evil Whirlwind. What is it? I forget what it's called. It's a move you can get after wishing from Shenron twice. Second time you wish for it, it's like a tornado. Basically, just a little flame that, if it hits them, throws them up like that. Ice Field. This is cool. When you use this, you have to be really close to them. Check it out. He's frozen for a couple seconds. That can be really useful. You can go right into a grab after something. Freezing Beam. This is really cool too. No matter what direction your character is facing, the Freezing Beam will always go towards them. Has some pretty good range too. And it freezes for a little bit longer than Ice Field does. For a choice between both, I would go with Freezing Beam for 1v1s and stuff like that. If there's more opponents, I would go with Ice Field because it freezes more than one. Alright, Ice Cannon and Burning Spin. These are both new characters, ultimates, Ice Shenron and Nova Shenron. So let's go with Ice Cannon first. This works better if you're up close. As you can see, frozen there. And this one lasts pretty long. That was like 3-4 seconds. Longer than Ice Field and Freezing Beam. And Burning Spin. This move was very cool to me, but it's like a Blue Hurricane type thing, but it's a lot harder to control. It's also faster though, so let me go right into this. It's a strike super, by the way. As you can see, even just like I'm facing a non-moving character right now, still a little bit hard to control for me. You won't be able to see the true damage here because this is my Ki Blast build and that was a strike super attack. But all of these other super attacks are Ki Blast attacks. The only strike super attack was Burning Spin. And the evasive skill, Dragon Burn. There's only 2 evasive skills that came with this. So, okay, I don't know what just happened there. As you can see, he's like set on fire, frozen for a moment. Pretty long actually. You can do whatever you want. And yeah, I'll be right back with the next preset of moves. Alright, here we go. We got the next batch of moves. Android Kick, Ice Claw, Fighting Sun, and Phantom Fist. Energy Zone, Cirrus Bomb, and Absolute Zero. Alright. Android Kick and Ice Claw are both strike supers. Fighting Sun is a power-up, and Phantom Fist is a other type move. Phantom Fist, it's like an after image technique, but it's better than after image. I can't really show you. Let me actually punch myself with the other controller. As you can see, when I used it, it teleported me away. And you can do this multiple times if the person is using like Victory Rush, for example. If you keep pressing Phantom Fist while they're punching you, it will teleport away from all of them. Does Freeze have anything that I can represent it with? Or demonstrate it with? Darkness Mixer, maybe? Nah, that's not the way. Alright. Anyways, yeah, that's Phantom Fist. It's like a upgraded version of After Image. I'd recommend it. It's pretty good, actually. And then Fighting Sun, I'll show that last because basically it just buffs up all of your abilities, but you can't use any skills. So like attack, stamina, regeneration, all that stuff it buffs up, but you just can't use any skills for the duration. So I mean, that would be good for a basic attack only build that doesn't use any skills, but besides that, I don't find it that useful. Alright, Android Kick, very basic. If you just tap it, it'll just do a roll, but if you tap it twice at any duration, it'll go in for a kick. It's pretty cool. I'd recommend it for some strike supers. I personally don't use it because sometimes the kick doesn't hit. And yeah, Ice Claw. This is a skill I am using on my Strike Super, and I love it. I'll show you guys exactly what it does. You see that? Right after I use it, he was stunned for a couple seconds there. You can do anything you want. They won't be able to attack you for about 2-3 seconds. And it has a pretty good range, too. Right about here. Still hit them. Alright, on to the ultimates. Energy Zone. This is pretty useless if you're going to be doing 1v1s and stuff like that. I can't even show you the description, but basically it doesn't do any actual damage. It just alright, let me show you guys here. Create a little energy zone, and anyone in that zone, it will heal you. It'll heal yourself too, but the time just ran out here. I'm gonna have to restart it. Just give me a second. Yeah, energy zone, I mean, it could be useful for like 2v2s, 3v3s, having all your teammates get in there, but healing is little to none. It really doesn't heal that much, and I don't find it that useful. Serious Bomb, again, this it looks cool, but it hardly ever hits when I use it. Yeah, it didn't even hit right there. They need to fix this because this is a non-moving character and it couldn't even hit him. I don't know, I think this move might be bugged because it hardly ever hits. It did hit there, and it looked like it did a lot of damage, but again, remember, I have 100 Ki Blasts. I mean, it looks cool, that's about it. There are a lot more Ki Blast ultimates that are better than that. And last but not least, the Evasive. This is Ice Shenron's Evasive. It's basically the same thing as the Flame one, but just an ice version. Freezes him, you can walk around. And yeah, that's about it. I'll be right back with the final preset. Alright, here we go, guys. Got the final preset for you guys. I know this is a long video, but I'm really trying to show you guys in depth the best skills and, you know, whether you guys want to buy the DLC if you haven't already, and what I recommend. Only 4 moves in this: Time Bullet, Position Shift, Infinity Explosion, and Gallic Beam Gun. No new ultimates or evasives. I already showed you guys all that. Alright, Time Bullet and Position Shift are both other skills that are put in the other section. Time Bullet is cool. Use it, and they're frozen for a while. You are able to move around. It doesn't last that long, considering you are doing the animation for most of their period when they're frozen. But, you know, you can get into a combo pretty easily after using that. It also works after you kick them away, like this. Oh, I guess I missed them there, but it does work like that. I've done it on my... I've tested all these skills multiple times. Position Shift. This move to me is pretty much useless. I haven't really found a use for this. You just use it and you swap places with the person. That's about it. I haven't found a single use for this yet. Maybe you guys can be creative and figure something out. Let me know. And then there's Infinity Explosion. I'll just tap it. Knocks them back. And you can hold it to charge it. Does a little bit more damage. Knocks them back. You know, can be useful if your enemies are about to fly at you and you just want to get rid of them. Last but not least, we got Gallic Beam Gun. Also a chargeable move. Let me just tap it. I really don't see the difference between this and other chargeable beams, but, you know, looks pretty cool. Okay, I don't know how I missed him there. That's fully charged, and that's gonna be it for all the skills. I'll be right back showing all the Z-Souls off for you guys. Alright, I got every Z-Soul but one. My friend sent me a screenshot though, I'll show that at the end. These two, Nova Shenron and Ice Shenron Z-Soul right here. +5 in Ki, -4 in Strike Supers, and +4 in Ki Blast Supers. Activates when near death, health recovers, and damage does not cause stagger until a certain amount of damage is received. Also, a great increase to strike special skill power is gained. Not a bad Z-Soul, has some cool effects. Stat distribution is not that bad. The Ki and Ki Blast Super buff will be nice. You know, it doesn't really make sense to me why they'd give a increase to strike special skill power but decrease the stat in the Z-Soul. Well, whatever. Nova Shenron Z Soul, plus 5 stamina, and plus 4 basic attack, minus 4 Ki Blast supers. Activates when near death, health recovers, and damage does not cause stagger until a certain amount of damage received, same as this, but a great increase to normal attack powers gained. This one makes a little bit more sense since they're actually buffing up basic attack. And yeah, those are both the Shenron Z Souls. Down here we have Mira Z Soul. Activates when health is low, all abilities are increased, and Ki automatically regenerates. Plus 4 in health and plus 4 in basic attack, minus 4 in Ki and stamina. Pretty cool effect actually. All abilities are increased, that'll be nice. And Ki automatically regenerates, that's always useful. Towa Z Soul I don't have, but I'll throw a screenshot in right now. There we go, that's Towa Z Soul. Plus 4 in Ki, plus 4 in stamina, plus 4 in strike, plus 4 in Ki Blast supers, and minus 4 in health. So, pretty good stat distribution there. And the effect considerably reduces the time required to revive allies. Also, all allies' Ki is charged upon starting battle. So the effect is going to be kind of useless if you're going to be doing ranked play and 1v1 stuff like that. But, you know, for team plays, 2v2s, 3v3s, even PQs, if you know, you want to get your teammates up, help them out a little bit, it'll be pretty useful. Would not recommend this for 1v1s though. Of course, there are 3 new parallel quests and 3 new story quests that you guys can do, and you can have Pan as a mentor, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Let me show you guys the 4 new characters. You can have Mira as a character now, pretty cool. You can have Towa. And the 2 Shenrons, Nova Shenron and Ice Shenron. And the moves you can get from having Pan as your mentor: you can get Faint Shot, Prepare to be Punished, Maiden Blast, and Maiden Burst from her. Pretty cool moves you can actually learn from her. Faint Shot is really useful. Prepare to be Punished, also a pretty cool move. Maiden Blast is a really nice ultimate, and Maiden Burst is an evasive skill. Not bad there too. And that's about everything that you can get with DLC Pack 2. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I reply to every single comment. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and peace out, guys.